said,
like,
"Ah!"
Let's talk. Welcome to R2 Gens, a podcast where Danielle Nicki, a Gen X writer, producer, and novelist, and Trinity Grace, a Gen Z fashion stylist and costume designer, talk all things media and entertainment while bringing together two generational perspectives. Today, we're talking about our favorite found footage movies. Happy Halloween, everybody!
Yes, to all of the nerds, all the nerdettes, all the weirdos. This is our holiday.
Our time has come.
I know. No one can judge us for being weird now.
Well, I mean, they still can, but who cares?
No one cares.
No one cares.
Yes, this is our day.
Exactly.
So be loud, y'all.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh, and don't look into my eyes.
That's not fair. You can look into my eyes, though. All three of them.
Mike Wazowski.
Mike Wazowski.
I love him so much.
So cute. Even the baby one.
Oh, my God.
Love it.
Adorable.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so today we're talking about one of the most underrepresented subgenres of horror movies of all time.
Absolutely.
And that is found footage.
Found footage, baby. Yes. Spirit fingers.
I know, because people always mention the pivotal ones, but there's so many of them.
There are.
And it's so unique because it's like a low budget thing, low cast thing, and it's just like the tiny little unwanted cousin of horror.
Which
you know?
I don't understand because it takes such skill to make a good found footage movie because you're in one location normally.
Yeah.
Very low budget, normally horror, not all the time, but normally, and so it's just like, we love it so much. We're just going to dedicate a whole episode to it. So
Exactly. So, yay.
Let's do it.
I think before we start, I think horror movies always have rules to follow, but found footage has more specific rules. So I'm going to outline the three main rules before we move on because it's important. Keep it in your mind, y'all.
Yes.
All right. Number 1, no music.
Which is so crazy to me that there's no score. I mean, I feel like I subconsciously knew it, but when we were watching these, I was so acutely aware of the fact that there was no score whatsoever.
It was just screams.
Screams, sound design, when things bang, they bang. I mean, but that's horror anyway.
Yeah.
The sound design is really great. Except for one of the movies we're going to talk about. They actually go outside.
Yeah.
And there's lots of sounds.
Lots of them. Like, it was overwhelming.
Yes.
But rule number 2 is it is found footage. So the footage has to have been discovered or found by someone at some point in time. So explain how the footage was found.
Exactly.
Always.
Normally, because the people who took it are dead. I mean, it's like normal.
Normal. We're not going to talk about that part. It doesn't matter. No, kidding. It matters-ish.
Oh, my goodness. Yes.
And number 3, you have to explain why the camera is rolling and why it continues to roll throughout the whole movie.
Exactly.
Like, why is it still rolling? Why didn't they just stop? Why didn't they drop the camera? You have to explain that.
Especially if they're running or if something's chasing them, like why are they still filming?
Exactly.
So you establish it first and then you can just go.
And then you can go. So yes, keep those rules in mind as we go through our favorite found footage.
Let's do it. All right. So the first one I wanted to talk about was one of the firsts, Blair Witch Project. 1999.
Yes.
I say one of the first because my whole life I was like, the first, but in our research, we found out that it's not even close to being the first one.
No, it's not even close. Not even close to being the first found footage, but not even close to being the first horror found footage.
Exactly.
I think a lot of people consider that to be the Cannibal Holocaust in 1980, I believe.
Right.
The first horror version.
I think that's what it said. Yes.
That's way before Blair Witch.
Almost 20 years.
Yeah.
So, but for reasons we'll get into, this was the first one in my memory that went mainstream. And so I think, if we're going to jump right in,
please,
I think that it went mainstream because of the marketing campaign.
Yes.
Because I was a teenager when this came out, and I remember the marketing was given to us as if this was a true story. They actually found footage from these kids who went out into the woods and disappeared.
Exactly.
And so then we're like, oh my God, well,
That's
gotta go.
terrifying.
I gotta go.
Terrifying.
I have to see.
It doesn't help that they use the actors' real names, their real life status, all of that. They just put them in the movie.
And then kept them secret from people.
Yes.
They couldn't like do appearances afterwards.
No, not at Sundance, not anything. They made missing posters. I mean, they leaned into it.
They did. They made fake websites about the Blair Witch. So it seemed as if this was some kind of lore that was already existing out there. They went all in. And I have to say, top-notch marketing.
100%. And you see how cheap it was?
So cheap. And I mean, we go on a lot of asides on this show, but if you guys paid attention to the marketing campaign for the Smile movie, it followed kind of the same, playbook.
It did, because they had them in baseball
games, all sorts of different sporting events, wearing a lime green shirt or something, or an orange, something like that.
Yeah.
And they were just sitting there with that creepy smile, and everybody was noticing it. And so you have to let the fire take hold.
You have to.
And if you don't have a big marketing budget, that's such a great way to do it.
Yeah, because organic curiosity is already there within humans. So if you give us something that makes us question what it is, let it free. Let people do what they do, because they're going to look it up and they're going to go and try to find more information. And that's just more publicity.
So, I'm obsessed with budget.
Yes.
I talk about it almost every episode.
Oh my God, but this time I'm listening.
We have to talk about the budget for all the movies we're going to talk about.
Yes.
Because they tend to be low budget,
100%.
micro budget sometimes. Because it's a route for an up and coming filmmaker to earn their stripes, basically.
Exactly.
And so this one was $60,000. So in 1999 money versus today's, it's $116,000,
which is nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
But you want to hear what it grossed?
Yes.
$248 million in 1999.
Million is crazy work.
Almost $500 million in today's money.
That turnaround is wonderful.
Isn't it though?
I know they were so excited to see that money coming in. Oh my goodness.
Somebody was happy to see it coming in.
Well,
moving on. Okay.
Oops.
But when we're talking about the movie, it was really interesting because I hadn't rewatched it since I originally watched it. So it was fun rewatching it. And it doesn't start in the woods. It starts in town. And this group of kids, it's Mike, Josh, and Heather. They just are going to do like a documentary on the Blair Witch. And they start in town talking to some townsfolk.
Yeah.
And that's when we got our first jump scare.
This was the only jump scare. Let's be so honest here. We didn't scream at any other point in the movie.
But on this part, we screamed. So there's a woman being interviewed and she's got a toddler on her hip. And the toddler is picking her nose.
Oh, she up in there.
And when she popped it in her mouth, we were like, ah!
Oh,
my horror.
Goodness. It was terrifying.
What? We couldn't cut that out?
Because we were nervous the whole time. We were barely paying attention to what she was saying.
I don't even
remember what she was saying.
I don't remember a word.
And this child was just in there. And then you see when she made the choice to put it in her mouth. And I was like, no.
Okay. Whew. So scariest part of the movie was in the beginning.
100%.
Yes. But I do remember being really scared when I first watched it. I don't think I watched it in the theater. I think I waited till it came out.
Okay.
But because it was the suspense. And like another movie we're going to talk about today, it always happened at night. And so you knew when the sun went down and they set that tent that something was going to happen.
Something bad was going to happen every single time.
And anticipation always gets me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not good with that. We tried to watch Barbarian.
Tell me why she had the pillow up the whole time, covering her face. It was so
I couldn't handle it. I just knew Bill Skarsgård was a bad guy and he was about to get her.
100%. Because this was every woman's nightmare anyway, you know?
Yes.
And it seemed like she had no other option because it's not like outside was better than inside. There was not a single light on that street.
And it was pouring rain.
Yeah.
No.
So,
no.
But no.
Yeah, so suspense gets me.
Yes. And that's the thing about found footage movies overall. With such a small budget, they can't really do too much. So they lean on the suspense overall.
Absolutely.
So that's the most terrifying part about all of 4 of these movies that we're talking about today.
100%. And one of the guys, I can't remember if it was Mike or Josh. It was probably Mike because he was not. I am Mike
Oh my God.
in the movie because he was
real
pissed.
He was screaming the whole time. The whole time.
Why am I out here?
Real.
Okay. But I think it was the other one that disappeared, right? The one, Josh.
Yes.
So he was in the tent after the first night and he goes, I heard cackling. And then they're like, oh, that's weird. You heard cackling? I'm so confused. Why didn't we go home?
Yeah.
You heard cackling in the woods?
First night? That was the closest you've ever been to the road. Pack it up.
Let's
go the opposite direction.
Let's go.
But that's just us in general.
We would never be the subjects of a movie because it would just be over because we would just run.
I'd say no, it's not worth it, and it's out. We're done.
I'm done. I don't need this documentary.
Exactly. It's not that important.
No, let's do something else. Let's go back and talk to the townsfolk.
Right. They seemed interesting. Let's go.
But no, they kept going. So they go deeper and deeper into the woods. Every night something happens. Somebody is building little creatures outside their tent with
the sticks and the stones and all of that. No, thank you. No, thank you.
And then Josh disappears.
Yeah.
And then they're waiting around. They're crying. Like, I don't know. I was getting upset.
To be fair, Josh disappeared first. But Mike is the one that got rid of the map.
The map.
Now, why on earth would you do that?
When he first said it, I thought he was joking.
Same.
He was like, I threw it into the lake, into the creek because it was no good anyway.
What do you mean no good?
What?
How good are we without a map?
Now we're just going to go in circles because then they started going around in circles. They didn't know where they had nothing.
Nothing. And they started losing their mind. I know. So we don't like Mike. We don't like Josh. And no, I don't like Heather because she was so...
She's like, I don't like anybody.
Anybody, you know? Because she was so prideful.
The
whole movie, she was so prideful. She was like, no, I know where I'm going.
If you can't read a map, just say that.
Yeah, it's okay.
Because she couldn't.
She couldn't. No, she didn't know where she was going.
And she was like, no, I'm good. We got this. And they never even got where they were trying to go. Like, they went into the woods and then got lost. Like, they never even found anything.
And that was it.
Until they got to that house or cabin or whatever it was.
4 walls and a ceiling.
That was about it.
Barely a house.
I wouldn't have gone in there. You know how many spiders are probably in there?
That part. But no, they heard screaming and they're like, you know what?
Let's go to the screams.
We should go to the screams.
I don't understand. It screams. You heard cackling and you're like, ha ha. You heard screams. Let's go towards them. I don't get you.
No, it's literally the progressive commercial? I know y'all are talking. The progressive commercial. Why don't we just get in the running car?
And they're like, don't be ridiculous. Let's go hide behind those knives.
They didn't make that commercial off of nothing.
No, because some of these movies, they just upset me. This is going to be a theme. I think every single movie somebody does something that pisses me off. Not even gonna lie.
Oh my gosh. Yes. But yeah, I think honestly the whole cast, I didn't like them. They were irritating and they made the wrong decisions.
Yes.
Everyone made the wrong decision.
Everyone made the wrong decision, but we wouldn't have had a movie if they didn't.
Exactly.
So there was a line that one of the guys said to Heather, which I really, really liked. And it was, I see why you like this camera so much. It's not quite reality. And I thought that was such a fascinating line because in 99, reality TV was just getting started. It was like The Real World, on MTV. Right. And there wasn't any social media, really. So to say that, it really kind of set up this life that we live now.
I thought the same thing.
Right?
Like, I was like, that's way ahead of its time.
I mean, it was a bar.
It was a complete bar. I wrote the same thing down, too. You got there before me.
Well, sorry.
Boo. But yeah, I think it was a great movie overall for what it did for marketing, for what it did for horror, for what it did for indie, for what it did for just storytelling in general.
Absolutely.
Like, people took more liberties after Blair Witch.
They did.
Even though it wasn't the first, it was pivotal. It got to the mainstream and it inspired another movie called Paranormal Activity.
Oh my goodness. This is one of our favorites. Like,
love
period.
This movie.
It is so good. So I can tell you about when I first saw it. It wasn't when you first saw it. You were tiny.
Because I first saw it because of my parents. They showed me the movie, which is horrible. And then after we watched the 1st movie,
good parents. What are you talking about? We are good parents.
No, they're fantastic parents. And then we proceeded to binge the rest of the franchise after that. So
we did. It was really good. But I came home from work. It was dark. It was night. I'm watching it with my husband, and I am screaming at the camera. I called Micah. I called him Micah. Run, Micah! Like I went crazy with it because I was terrified. There was something, because it was the suspense. As soon as you saw day 1, day 17,
it was going down.
Oh, that demon was coming.
Yes. It was terrifying. They programmed us to clench up immediately when it turned nighttime. We were like, ooh.
We're ready because they get to bed and they're like in their PJs and they're like, oh, I love you. Good night. I'm like, no, not good night. No.
How about we just stay up forever?
Okay. So I know in your rules, they always set up why the camera's always rolling, but they also have to set up why they stay in the house in this one. Right?
True.
Because they said it made no sense because the demon was following Katie no matter where she went. They established that right away. So even though we knew that, I still was yelling, leave the house.
Leave the house.
Let the demon come to the hotel.
Right.
I don't care.
Like, apparently he's on foot.
You can hear him.
Right. So if he's on foot, take the car, go like a state over, and it'll take him how many days to walk over there?
Exactly. Because I don't know the rules of demons.
I don't know.
I mean, are you going to get in the car with me? He can drive.
You think he can drive? I don't like that. He had 3 feet.
He had 3
little toes.
Little toes.
He had 3 toes.
How's it? No.
Pushing the gas pedal on the brake.
No. I'm going to believe. I am going to believe that the demon had to stay in the house until he got to where she was going, because he didn't immediately jump from house to house to house with her.
No,
right?
He didn't.
She had like a little bit of time. So he has to get there. There's transportation. I don't know how the demons do it. Does hell have a transportation system?
They have to. How do they get up here? It's like an elevator?
I don't know, because they established that he is here. He just can't see him.
Right.
So
worse.
He would have had to chase me.
You said, because I'm running.
I'm gone.
Come after me.
Okay?
Real.
Seriously.
Real.
They didn't fight. Okay, if we're going to talk about somebody who didn't fight hard enough.
Both of them, honestly.
Mika.
The first red flag.
Micah.
Micah.
I called him Micah, and that was incorrect. His name is Micah.
Sorry. Micah, the red flag, because why did you provoke the demon?
He kept provoking the demon.
You know?
It was like they said don't, and he said bet. I'm going to do all of that.
He said, don't get a Ouija board. He said, okay. 2 days later, he said, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a Ouija board and I'm going to try to contact this demon. It's like, did you hear anything that he just said?
He tried to play on words. She said, don't buy one. He said, I won't buy it. I borrowed it.
You know what? You trying to get smart now?
Okay, Mika.
You trying to get smart.
We have a problem.
We have a serious problem.
And then he set it up and then they left and we watched that thing move and it set fire. I was like, bro, you are seeing everything that's happening in this house and we're still hanging out. We're still going to sleep.
Yeah, no,
I didn't like that. It took them way too long to like not sleep.
Yeah.
Because eventually they were like super tired. But it was only because the demon was messing with them.
Exactly. Immediately I would have been like, I'm sleeping in the daytime and I'm staying up all night.
Yes, because clearly they're not coming for me in the day until they did.
And he broke Mika.
Oh, that's when he punched the frame?
On the picture. He just broke Mika's side, which is hilarious.
Said, why do you only punch my face?
What do you mean, why?
And then scratched him too.
Yeah.
So
after that,
I'm sorry, I would have left. I don't care. I don't care what the ghost guy said, the paranormal guy. I don't, but he knows enough to know that the demon's going to follow me, whatever.
Right.
But this movie, I love to watch it. I think it's phenomenal. I think the story is great because the filmmakers, they really came up with a really rich backstory.
Yeah.
That we touched on in this movie, but it set up all the sequels, and that was really great.
Beautifully. Yeah.
But I still cannot wrap my head around the fact that they made this movie for $15,000.
$15,000 is insane. The director used his own house. They filmed it in 7 days. He literally took a week off of work and said, we're going to film this movie.
This is dedication.
And they made it happen.
Such a great... So that's only $23,000 in today's money. So take $20,000 and go make this really amazing because movie. What they did, the practical effects were so great. I mean, how did they do the footprints, in the dust?
How did they close the door?
I don't know. I want to know.
I want to know. Yeah, if anyone has like a video or whatever,
link us to a behind the scenes, or if somebody interviewed somebody, because man,
that's insane. They pulled off so much for $15,000. Mm-hmm. So good. And that's the core of filmmaking.
Yes.
That's it. Yes. It's like, make your story. Tell your story.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter about the budget.
Story over everything. Because it was a great story also.
It was.
And the characters, as I've said, character over everything. Those two characters, they upset me. They made me really angry, but they were so good.
They were phenomenal.
Mika... I just want to talk about Mika because Mika didn't deserve what happened to him at the end.
He didn't.
He upset me during the movie, but man, he was sleeping peacefully. He was really trying to do everything he could to protect Katie, and he got
rocked. That demon said bet.
Got rocked.
I mean,
Katie's scream, first of all, she's a scream queen. She has a great scream.
Phenomenal scream.
And it was just echoing through the house, and he goes running after her, and he's like, I'm going to save you, Katie.
I'm going to save you.
And he runs downstairs. We don't find out what happened until the last movie.
It's
like 4 movies later, we find out what happened downstairs. But he runs down there, he's screaming and crying, and then all of a sudden, silence. And then you hear these heavy footsteps up the stairs, just boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. It goes faster. And then poor Mika, he's thrown at the camera.
And then Katie comes in, looks at the camera. Yeah.
And then her face changes into the demon. And then that's it. Cut to black.
And that's it.
No, I need more. Turn the camera back on.
Well, speaking of more, I found out that they made alternate endings.
For this one, really?
Yes. So obviously the Blair Witch had different alternate endings as well. There were different versions of, was it Mike? He was hanging, he was levitating, there were sticks in the basement. So they had different endings and tested them with the crowds and stuff. But they did the same thing for Paranormal Activity.
Ooh.
So there were the version that we saw, and then there was a version in which Katie, she wakes up and she goes straight downstairs. She screams, Mika goes down there, screaming stops. She comes back up, Mika remains downstairs. She comes up and she has a knife in her hand.
Oh.
She looks at the camera and she...
cuts her own throat?
Yes. And that was one of the endings.
Oh, we wouldn't have had the sequels.
We wouldn't have, because that would have been it.
Yes.
Completely it. I know. And then another ending is where Katie, she wakes up, and instead of going straight downstairs, she stares at him for a little while like they usually did. The blanket doesn't come off this time.
Okay.
She goes downstairs, screaming, yada, yada, yada. Mika stops screaming, leaves Mika downstairs. She comes up, she's bloody. She has the knife, and instead of slitting her own throat, she sits down next to the bed and rocks for days.
For days.
And days.
Ooh.
And days. And days until someone calls the cops. They come into the house. And they see the knife and they're like, put the knife down. And then they shoot her and then she's done.
Oh, so
we had 3 endings.
Were by Katie.
Yeah. Katie was gone. But they made it so Katie lived, therefore moving the franchise further.
Yeah, we needed her. She had to live. And then also, it wouldn't have made sense that the demon would kill Katie because he was obsessed with her. Like, that was the reason for him existing, basically.
Exactly.
Was to mess with her.
And that was only because, well, spoiler if you haven't watched the second one, it was because the firstborn son. He wanted the firstborn son. So he was after Katie's sister first. They put the demon to Katie's house, which, you're the worst sister ever. We're done.
Well, it was the brother-in-law.
Oh my
He convinced her because she had been bit already and she was kind of catatonic. And so he was like, nope. Yeah, sorry.
So
Spoiler again. You already said spoiler. So but I'm like, don't get me started on paranormal because I love this movie. Like, okay. No. Okay. So she was bit. She was catatonic in the house. And the brother-in-law took the demon over to Katie's house, basically.
And in less than a month, Mika was dead.
And
Katie was possessed. And they were back at their house.
And brother-in-law got a good death.
Ooh. On that couch.
Such a great death. It was phenomenal. It felt good. It felt good because it was his fault. Yeah.
But yes, that is Paranormal Activity, obviously inspired by Blair Witch. So I think about a lot of these movies that we're talking about and found footage in general, it's such a small subcategory that every movie made is inspired by the one that came before. If you like look at interviews and stuff for the directors, they were like, oh, well, I grew up watching this movie. And it was literally the movie that came right before.
Interesting.
And they were inspired by it. And then they took it and turned it in their own way. So even though not officially, they were just like, I grew up watching this movie. So of course I'm going to make something that's like sort of inspired by it.
Exactly.
And that's just
it
writers
inspires
and directors
you.
In general. So you make things that inspire you. So
you can always go back to your influences.
100%.
And even if they don't 100% come out in what you make, you know the direction that you're going based on your influences.
Yeah.
So yeah, that makes total sense.
Yes. And another influence, we're going to get into mine, y'all.
Oh, this is her
Cloverfield.
Cloverfield.
Cloverfield was a little inspired by Paranormal Activity. Okay. And Paranormal Activity was inspired by Blair Witch. So we're just like, honestly, we're moving down the line here. But Cloverfield, directed by Matt Reeves, set in New York with this big monster named Clover.
Like, who named it? Because it wasn't giving Clover to me.
It wasn't?
No.
A little Clover?
Clover sounds cute and pretty.
I feel like if you maybe tweak some things, Clover could be cute.
No.
I think Clover can be cute.
Clover was horrendous.
I love Clover.
And Clover's roaches they're lice. I understand they're called lice. Don't come for me in the comments, but they look like roaches.
Falling off and stuff.
Yes.
Living in the sewers. Roaches.
And the mouth.
And the sound that they made. Atrocious, right?
Yes.
Atrocious.
Yes.
But yes, Cloverfield is fantastic. It came out a year after Paranormal Activity, so not very long at all.
Right.
It centers around these 6 friends. Yep. And it starts off throwing like a celebration goodbye party for Rob, who's going to Japan.
Right.
So Rob and Jason, siblings, Hud, our cameraman, wonderful, Marlene, Lily, and then Beth.
Yes.
So they're at the party. The boom happens. It feels like an earthquake. They go up to the roof. They see an explosion. Things are coming at them, so they run downstairs. He's still holding on to the camera magically.
Love
they
Hud.
Make it downstairs. They see another explosion, and this giant green Statue of Liberty head comes to the street and lands right in their street.
Give me this cheese.
It's gourmet cheese.
Oh, I love it.
Gourmet.
Why did it land right on their street?
Don't worry about it.
Why is the street wide enough to accommodate the
Statue
of Liberty's head?
Don't worry about it.
I thought it was so good. Because you lean into the genre.
Yeah.
Why not?
I mean,
there's a big monster running around. Why didn't it throw the head at me?
I'm saying.
I love it.
I love it.
That's a great way. That's a great inciting incident for all you movie nerds out there. And then they're all standing there and you commented on the phones. If we want to take an aside real quick. Because the phones were this big. If y'all remember the little Nokias and all of that. And they were like, taking pictures of that.
Looking at the Statue of Liberty like, oh, wow. It's like, how about we turn around? What threw the head?
Where did that come from?
Where did it come from?
Nobody's
worried about that.
Yeah, what's big enough to throw a head?
Seriously. They found out like 5 seconds later.
Yes, they did. And there starts our adventure.
But they had to, again, establish everything. You marked it was 18 minutes, right?
Yep,
they took 18 minutes to establish our characters, where we are, why the camera is rolling, what's happening, where Beth goes, because the entire movie is trying to get to Beth, why she left, all of that in a matter of 18 minutes. Because after the 18 minutes, it was nonstop. It was go, go, go,
Let's
go the whole time.
What I loved about this movie is that the tape that they're recording this going away party on is recording over a day where Rob and Beth spent the day together. So apparently they were friends. And then they finally hooked up. And we find that out because HUD found this out and he told the entire party.
The entire party.
Did you know so-and-so hooked up? Did you know?
Did you know?
Oh, he was a hot mess. I love a messy bitch.
He's like, I don't even know you, but did you know? Like, you know what?
Great stuff.
Wonderful.
So you got to see a little bit of the love that this budding love affair between these two people, but then also it got cut off because I think Rob got a little scared and ghosted her.
Yes.
So we see that at the party, but it makes perfect sense because once he finds out that Beth is trapped and she's injured and she may be dead, she may not be dead, he doesn't matter. He spends a whole movie going towards her.
Trying to get to her.
And that had to be established early.
Yes.
And doing it with the recorded over video was super
perfection.
Smart.
Because you know how much they care about each other. So it makes sense.
It does.
Perfection.
But also I wouldn't have gone.
Okay. Yes. We were watching the movie and she was like, she might be dead. She would want us to go to safety. She'd want us to make it out alive. It's like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Sorry, Beth's dead, bro. Let's go. See? He felt the same way.
Let's talk this out.
She lives in Midtown. Okay, I'm from LA. I don't know what the hell that means, but where they lived clearly is a long way away from Midtown. Okay, they don't have cars. A long way. A for long way.
A for long way.
Yes.
It's like downtown to the IE.
That's what I'm saying. If LA people, you know what that means, okay? So why are we going again? She said she was bleeding and she's crying on the thing, on the voicemail. And it's like, well...
You said, well...
I'm sorry, Rob.
That's evil. That's evil. So you would have let Rob go by himself because Rob was
going to go.
He was going.
That's true. And they did set it up because he was like, you can go. Because look, right there. There's the cops. You can go and leave with them and they're not going to leave him. I wouldn't have left my friend, but I probably would have tried a little harder.
To make him turn
Nobody
around.
would have grabbed his shoulders. Beth's dead.
Beth's dead. Your brother just died too.
Let's get out of here.
We need to go.
Your mom would like it if somebody made it home.
No one made it home.
Except for Lily.
Yes. Another reason why I really like this movie, because thank you for skirting the stereotype.
Yes, instead of the black character dying first.
And let's talk about this. This is 2008 here. So at this time, yes, the black characters were still dying first, but she's the only one that made it out.
Exactly. Great. But since we're talking about Lily,
yes,
can we rage for just a second?
Yes. I know it's a good rage, but I'm a little upset.
All right. So Lily gives student body president vibes.
Oh, 100%.
Right? Okay, so she's wearing a dress. She's wearing high heels, gold high heels for this party that she planned. Perfect costume choice. I agree with this.
Yes.
Then the madness happens. She didn't have time to change. Right. It's not her house anyway. She's running in heels. Great. Throughout the ending part of the movie, she had shoe changes. Like 5 times.
Shoe changes.
They were all gold.
Yes.
But she was in ballet flats. She was in wedges. She was in tennis shoes. She was back in her heels. She was back in the ballet flats. Like, what is happening here?
How many times? There were literally cut after cut. She was in the wedges. She was in the flats. She was back in the heels. She was in the wedges. It's like, what is happening?
Oh, my God. They stop at a mall, okay? Change your clothes.
You could have.
I'm sweating. I'm
the world
so
is
upset.
ending, but you could have stopped at the mall and did a little shopping.
She was already in the mall. She was in the department store. She could have slipped on a pair of sweats and some runners and let's go.
Something.
Oh my God.
But for continuity wise, that is insane.
I could not believe it. I was like, do you see she's wearing ballet slippers right now? Oh, like, wait, we got wedged. So now we're zeroed in. We're focused on her shoes.
They're climbing up this building. They're going across. We've seen it 1,000 times. So we're like, whatever. And we're just zeroed in on her feet. We're like, oh, that's one.
There we go. There we go.
It was,
and we weren't alone. Apparently, there's a whole bunch of people. What was it on
IMDb?
They were talking about it.
The little goofs and stuff. So we're not the only ones who have noticed this. But that is wild.
Yes. I need an explanation.
Please.
I understand putting the actor in more comfortable shoes, but maybe we could have wrote it in that she got a better pair or something.
Something. or just cut out her feet.
Yeah.
Find a way to not have her feet in the picture.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, that's the only bad thing.
That was our only rage. Other than that, I love the movie.
Perfection.
Budget?
Yes, this was the most expensive found footage.
Huge budget, $25 million for found footage.
Yeah.
It makes sense, though, because it wasn't contained. They went out into the world.
They did.
Special effects crazy.
Absolutely.
So, but even that, it's still a small budget for what it did.
Definitely.
But I was really surprised at the budget, you know, because found footage is supposed to be contained. And I think that's why I love Cloverfield so much, is because they said, nah, forget that.
We're going to have the same budget. We're going to have the same amount of characters. They had so many characters. They
did.
Had extras.
Extras. So many extras.
You know?
So, hey, let's go outside.
Absolutely.
Respect.
In New York, which is crazy.
I know.
They made it happen. So, yes, Cloverfield might be a little different from all the others, but it still does follow along the lines and the rules of found footage.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
We love it. My favorite movie of all time.
We've mentioned it a few times.
I mean,
yes. It's okay. It's all right. We love it.
We love it.
All right, our last movie. This was your choice.
Yes, our last movie is called The Visit.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Yes. If you haven't seen The Visit, I honestly think you should see The Visit. It was really, really good.
Absolutely. It was. We watched it when it first came out, and there was some jump scares, but not the kind that you might think.
Not at all.
They involve diapers.
And it was giving, what is this all? Like Don't Look or Don't See. That one movie
with the blind man in his home, and they broke into his home.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the syringe jump scare, the other jump scare is kind of like along the same lines. Not as intense, I will say. But
I can't. They did something.
But this one surrounds Becca and Tyler. They are siblings. One is 13. One is 15, and they're sent by their mother to go see her parents by train. Her mother didn't even check in anyway, too, when they got there. She didn't even,
I'm about to rage on mom.
Please do, because...
Okay. You had an argument with your family when you were 19 and you left home.
Right.
Great. You haven't spoken to your family in all these years. You got married. You got divorced. You have 2 children. Fantastic. They reach out to you online and say, we really want to see our grandkids. And you just put them on a train?
Exactly. Say goodbye. And to make matters even worse, you go on a cruise. So if something goes wrong, you cannot even access your children.
I cannot. And then your children get there and they're FaceTiming you or Skyping back in 2015. Oh my
goodness, the little sound brought back so many memories. Right? Oh my goodness.
But they Skyped with you and you didn't ask to speak to your parents. You didn't ask to even see them. You were like, did they ask about me? No, don't answer that. Did you blah, blah, blah. So you can tell they were trying to set up that, you know, she's still really insecure about this relationship with her family and she wasn't sure if she wanted to talk. But why the hell would you send your children then?
Exactly.
If I'm not talking to you, you don't get my kids.
If you're not secure in it, why would you send your kids? Yeah, no, that was horrible parenting on that. I'm sorry. That was just horrible.
Mom,
you could do better.
She should have done better.
Exactly.
But okay, so we will get off mom. We will say mom made her choices. Now we're at the house, right?
Yes.
So in the beginning, the grandparents kind of were the perfect grandparents.
Right. She was baking. Nana was baking.
So much food. They were so lovely. They were open to the fact that they're recording everything. But there were signs.
Oh man, there were signs.
From the beginning. I mean, Nana running around the house naked at night.
Butt naked. And I'm sorry, but Tyler was like, dear God, Becca, I'm blind. I'm real. I'm blind too.
Tyler had some great lines.
He was fantastic.
So what the hell, Nana?
After they were playing hide and seek at the bottom and Nana was going faster than the children.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna get you. Like, what do you mean?
Like she's 80 and she is rolling. And she's in a skirt, dirt all on her knees. But then she got out. She was like, oh, that was so fun. I'm going to make cookies. Like,
turns around, her butt is out.
No draws?
And he's like, oh my God.
I'm shocked.
Because what do you say at this point?
Nothing. You say nothing. But Tyler always had something to say.
Always.
He was this little rapper. And
horrible.
It was
pretty bad.
He's garbage. But we all go through phases when we're doing stuff,
yeah.
right? And so I read an article from M. Night, and he said that was him, basically. He was this frustrated rapper. So he wrote all the lines because when he was younger, he would come up with these raps and stuff. And he, acknowledges he wasn't great, but he just wanted to get that out. Because it's basically poetry. Yes. Rap is a way for men to write poetry.
We love that.
Yes.
Can I get that on a t-shirt?
Yes. Please.
On a t-shirt. But yeah, The Visit, it started out great. Honestly, they were great. But just like Paranormal Activity and just like Blair Witch, when it turned nighttime, Nana started tripping.
Oh my God.
She was tripping.
She didn't want them clothes on, take them off.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
Let me run through the house. She's literally scratching the walls. She's crawling all over the place. And then eventually she picks up a knife. And because she found a camera that the kids had set up because they were like, what is going on at night? We're not supposed to leave our room after 9:30. We hear all this crazy stuff. Let's set up a camera.
Right.
She found it immediately.
I mean, that was another jump scare too.
Boom. All the jump scares came from Nana.
Yeah.
She
was horrifying.
She was pretty crazy.
She was crazy.
And so she grabs a knife and she goes to their door, but luckily it locks from the inside. And she couldn't get in, but it was like, okay, this is getting crazier and crazier with the signs, right? And so Grandpa was always a little weird. Pop.
Yeah.
He was always a little weird. He didn't really relate to the children very much.
No.
And then one day they go to the shed and his mouth is wrapped around the barrel of a gun. And he's like, oh no, I was just cleaning it. You're like,
you were making out with that mother. Oh my God.
I can't.
You were ready to go.
He was like, I'm ending it all. I don't want to do this anymore. Oh, no, I was just cleaning it. It's fine.
Were you?
Jeez.
And not to mention the barn or the shed full of all his diapers.
All of those adult diapers. They don't know what they're looking at. Oh. But where did they come? Because at that time, we didn't know it was him.
Right.
We just knew somebody had some adult diapers. I figured it wasn't Nana because she don't wear drawers.
Exactly. Until Nana was like, he has some issues. He doesn't want to admit it.
And then you hear his stomach bubbling.
Just bubbling. And then he stood up and he was like,
oh my goodness. So, I mean, obviously these people had escaped from this mental institution and they hadn't had their meds in a while. And so you were seeing the decline over the week.
Definitely.
And then we get to the end, and then that's when the part that made us all scream when we first watched it.
Spoiler alert. You've been warned. The moment in which we screamed is that the little kid, Tyler, he freezes up when things get intense. Mm-hmm. So they were in the kitchen. He was with Pop, and Pop was like, you have an issue with germs, right? Diaper, Tyler's face. Oh my.
What?
We screamed.
Scream.
Because it wasn't just like a tiny little,
It was full.
It was
What are you eating, Pop?
And he had just made that happen. So it was warm.
It was fresh. It was fresh. And he just
smashed his face in there.
Poor Tyler. And then he couldn't move because he was frozen. And he just had, I cannot. I felt so bad for him.
Me too. I know. To be honest, what happened to Becca was terrifying too.
Right.
But I'd rather be trapped in the room with Nana than get Pop-Pop's doo-doo.
Fresh, warm.
All up in my face. If we're weighing options.
I choose to be Becca. So
always.
This movie had a $5 million budget.
Oh,
and
not
so
bad.
it was a decent amount. I believe it was self-financed. Don't quote me on that by M. Night. But it felt I forgot sometimes that it was found footage because the composition of the shots were all so beautiful. There wasn't any shakiness going on like with the other three movies.
And I did learn that while the kids did film some things, in the moments where they turned and they had the camera on them and it looked like they were holding it, there was a professional behind the camera.
Which I could tell. Yeah.
And we could always tell.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it was, in that sense, a little bit more professional. It wasn't as shaky, so I'm sure people weren't as nauseous and weren't throwing up in the movie theaters, but it just lost that gritty, real,
like I found this
type
footage
thing. Yeah, but it did make sense. They set it up at the beginning that Becca was a filmmaker. She was making this documentary, so it made sense.
It worked, but I definitely did forget sometimes because it was actually kind of beautiful. It was just like a regular movie.
Her B-roll was great.
Oh yeah, she was out there. She was a movie nerd. I love it. So
yeah.
Those are our 4 movies.
I know, 4 wonderful found footage movies.
Absolutely.
There's so many more.
I want to hear your favorites. Put in the comments which ones are your favorites of all time.
Yes.
And then we can have a discussion.
Please. We want to discuss this. It's important.
Yes.
So let's move away to the takeaways. Do you want to go first or shall I?
Sure, I can go first.
Okay.
All right. So what horror movies have taught me is the only thing I can trust is my gut.
Period.
That's it.
Literally.
Because in every single thing, somebody's lying to you.
Oh my gosh.
Somebody is trying to take advantage of you. Or
you can't even trust what you see.
That's what I'm saying. So no, I'm not coming with you to get Beth. I'm going to go back to that. Sorry.
Doubling down is crazy.
I'm not. I've had some time to think about it.
And you've still come to the conclusion that you're going to let Beth die.
I'm going to get in the helicopter.
That's unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. Because either way, I feel like we're going to die. So I'm going to die being heroic and save Beth.
But what if you weren't? What if you get there and she's already dead? I'm getting on the helicopter.
Okay. Well, my takeaway, I'm going to start it with a quote from M. Night Shyamalan. And he said, "We used to think that small movies don't make money anymore, and that's why they don't get made. But Black Swan, The King's Speech, both made millions of dollars. So I think I can make my small, personal movies." So my takeaway is make your small, personal movies.
Yes.
Every day, make your small, personal movies. They matter. Your stories deserve to be told. So
I love that. Great takeaway.
Phenomenal. Yes. Now we're leaning it over. Pressure to the producer.
I'll make it easy on him. I think yours won. I think that was a good one.
Yeah. This is Gen Z at work, right? Gen Z at work. Yeah.
It's only because you stole last week.
Stole?
It was stolen.
Run it back. I won that.
It was stolen from me.
Lies.
Yes. Mike was out.
Delivered.
Thank you.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Let's put that point to Gen Z.
Right. Don't forget.
Woo.
All right, y'all. We love you.
Thank you. Happy Halloween.
Happy
Eat some candy for
Halloween.
me. We appreciate you listening to Our Two Gens. Please subscribe to the show and get notified when new episodes drop weekly. You can also watch this and all episodes on the Our Two Gens YouTube channel. And don't miss out on subscribing to our Patreon and joining the conversation over on Discord.